everyone, it's Chelsea here, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be doing a Tipsy Q&A. I thought I'd do this because it's like something completely different I haven't done on my channel. So I thought this is going to be interesting, so I hope you guys enjoy. So before we start, we're going to be drinking gin, because gin is like my favourite drink. So the gin we're going to be drinking is the blood orange gin liqueur, and then I'm going to mix this then with lemonade. So yeah, so I thought I'd do this because like it's, as I said, it's completely different. It's a different Q&A to what I usually do. So it's going to be rather interesting, but I picked gin because gin is like the dangerous drink that just gets me not like smashed, but like just put it this way, I'm a light drinker, so yeah, so that's my gin. So we're now going to get ready with the questions. Wish me luck. Oh god. Right, okay, so we're going to start off with like the easy questions. So favourite drink. My favourite drink, if it's alcohol, obviously, as I said, is gin. But my non-alcoholic favourite drink is maybe Starbucks or coffee or a Costa. Okay, right, we're going into it straight away. Okay. What is my type of girl and why? Right, okay, so if you all guys know, I'm bisexual, so I'm into boys and girls. So my type of girl would be, she would have to have tattoos. I mainly go for personality with both boys and girls. So yeah, so tattoos, not tall, but not like short, so like average height. I tend to go for the ones with the piercings. Piercings and tattoos is mainly what I go for, and the personality. And then with boys, they've got to be not like tall, as I said, like average height. They've got to be like easy to get on with, because I'm quite shy around guys. They've got to like understand, we got to like understand each other. What else can I say? I hate being put on the spot. But yeah, like, so my previous relationships have mainly been girls, so they've all just had piercings, tattoos, they've all just had like a bubbly personality. But with boys, I've only been with one, and it's like, and again, he was like easy to get on with. We're just more friends now, but yeah, so that's basically it that I can say about that. What interests you in boys and girls and their hobbies? Right, so guys are gonna be like more like the gym type, and I tend to like the guys like who are like into their cars. And their hobbies, as I said, the gym, and with girls it'll be their makeup, how they dress, mainly that type of thing. My dream job is actually a youth social worker, that's what it's called, which I've actually applied for at the moment, so I'm waiting to hear back from this company as I'm waiting to start my other job with my grandparents, which is taking its time because of COVID, so it's kind of annoying but yeah, so basically what I want to do is I want to work with like children who have learning difficulties. So for example, autism, that's one I applied for, where I'd work with the autistic children because I'm on the spectrum of it, so I want to kind of like understand how they learn how to control it and how I would learn how to control mine. So yeah, so that is what I've applied for. It's something I've always wanted to do from starting childcare, to be honest, because it's always been that type of path I've wanted to go down, but I've never figured out what I actually wanted to do. Because my mum works with the elderly, I wanted to do something like my mum, but with children. So that's when then I applied to be a youth support worker in children, and it's actually going to be in a residential care home that I'll be working in. When do you want children? Here we go. I think I'd want children around 25, 26. I think that's like the average age in my eyes anyway. When do you think you'll move out? I don't know. I really don't know. I think at the moment I want to settle down in my new job, get a sturdy career. This is the same of having children as well, so I'm answering them both. So yeah, I want to settle down in my new job, start a career going, get my head going, just working on myself, like building myself up, focusing on myself and my mental health for a bit, and then get a career going, get some money behind me, and then probably start thinking about moving out, but I don't feel like I can do it at the moment. I still feel like I'm quite young because I'm only 22, and I know like I've had friends who've moved out at the age of 16, and I'm like, how the hell do they manage to do it? Because I don't think my head is in that space where I can move out at the moment, but I think like 24, 25 is the average age I'd want to move out. My mum told me though that she wants me to be moved out in time I'm 30, so still got a few years. How many tattoos and piercings do you have? I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 tattoos. I'll show you them in a second now. So that's 1. This is for my Auntie Fred, and it says fly high until we meet again. So that's my newest one. My first one is this one, which I need to get redone. It's autism hearts, and I got a family one here, and then I've got, don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but that basically says inhale the future, exhale the past. And then I've got a giraffe then on my ankle. So that is basically all my tattoos, but I am planning on doing a sleeve eventually. I just love my tattoos. Piercings. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So 4 piercings. Oh, sorry, 5. I've got my cartilage done as well. So 5 piercings and 5 tattoos. 1 in more, but with lockdown it's going to be difficult to try and book things, but yeah. How many times did it take you to pass your theory and your practical? To pass my theory, it took me 3 or 4 attempts. I can't remember how many, but it was around 3 or 4 attempts. And the first one I did, I failed by 1 mark. I was filming. I think it was on the 1 mark of each. So 1 mark on the hazard and perception, and 1 mark on the questions itself. Then the second time then was I passed the hazard and perception and failed the theory by 1 mark. And then I think the third time then was passed the hazard and perception again, and then I failed the theory by 2 marks, I think it was. And then the third one, I think, passed hazard and perception again, and then I failed the theory by 1 mark, and then I passed them the 4th. I think that's how it was. But I didn't give up, and that's one thing that don't ever do. If you find that you need to give up on driving, do not give up, because I went through that and I was like, I just can't do this anymore. And I'm glad I didn't, because look how far I've gone. I finally passed after so many years. Like, it started when I was 17, and then I went through complications with my leg injury, moving transmissions, moving different instructors. So what I mean by transmissions is that I went from a manual to an automatic. So I was test riding a manual, and then the day before I was meant to, so the day before my accident, I was meant to drive to Brecon Beacons with my driving instructor, and that's when my accident happened on holidays, so I couldn't do it. But the hardest decision ever was for me was to say to myself, look, Chelsea, you can actually drive. It's just you're gonna have to go to an automatic car, and it was the biggest ever decision I had to make, was to go to an automatic, and I'm glad I did, because look how far I've come. I've managed to pass. I know I've passed in an auto, and I don't think I'd ever be able to go manual, but never say never. Maybe in a few years I might be able to redo my test and then do a manual. But at the moment my left leg is not stable enough to push the clutch down. Like, it hurts too much. Like, it's hard to explain, but basically I can't drive a manual at the moment. How are you finding lockdown so far? It's getting like harder now to try and think of videos to film. I have got a few, like, bear in mind with my mum and stuff when she's off work or if she has an annual leave. But I am struggling. Really struggling now, between waiting to start work. That's just taking its time. I really want to buy a new car, because my car is just putting me on edge. So many problems are going wrong with it. The power steering's just gone, where it's just gone really heavy, and like my shoulders are absolutely aching every time I'm reversing around the corner or doing corners. But that should be fixed now next week. The horn kept going off last week, and then that was holy hell between garages and stuff. They were like, can't fix it because it's an electrical problem and we don't do electrics here. And I was like, oh my god, why? Like, thankfully my grandparents came to the rescue, but as I said, it's getting fixed next week because their mechanics just like quit on them. But he was like a bit slow and like lazy and stuff, and he was like, oh well, I'm on the sick now, goodbye. And I was like, what? Like, you can't do that. But they've got a new mechanic now starting next week, so that's when I said my car's going to be hopefully fixed next week. But the power steering light has just come on, and I was like, oh my god, why? Like, but she is old, and I have tried to get like the car like I want to get, but I can't be accepted because like you have to work at least for a month but I have tried with finance, and they're all like, no, you're gonna have to wait until like your start date. Once I had my start date, they were like, you just gotta wait for a month, and then you'll be accepted. And I was like, oh great, just waiting now to start. It's a pain in the backside, like. But I really am struggling, like missing my friends, just having the social life, being able to go for a drive with my dog, being able to go to the beach, being able to meet up with friends. You know, like I am really struggling, but thankfully I've got open uni to keep me occupied. And then I'm on the Wii like 24/7 just playing games, like. But yeah. Favorite Disney movie? This one is a tough one because I absolutely love Disney. But I'd say my all-time favourite would be, I'm gonna say Beauty and the Beast, but not the cartoon version, the more realistic version. I love that. But I don't have like a favourite. I just love them all. So yeah. Favourite dessert place? I'd say that would be Casper's. But there are a few new dessert places opened by me, and I think there's a one in Swansea as well. But once lockdown is more uplifted, I will be doing more vlogs about new places, definitely. What am I studying in Open Uni? I am currently studying childcare, but it is called Exploring Perspectives of Young Children's Lives and Learning. So that is basically what it's called. But I'm really enjoying it. Keeps me going. Got my assignment due now next week, which is going pretty well. I thought I was going to fail this because I just looked at it thinking, oh my god, how the hell am I supposed to do this? I'd rather my essay than this. But yeah, so I'm basically studying childcare, but I'm really enjoying it, because the first year of my college I did a confidence building course, so that was to prove on like my maths and my English and to socialise a bit more, because I used to be so shy where I wouldn't used to speak to anybody. And then the second year then I did childcare level 1, which I really enjoyed. And in the third year then I could only complete half of level 2 childcare because of my leg accident, basically. And that's when then being off college just pushed me of going into Open Uni, and it's basically uni from home, so there's no like travelling or anything. So as I was saying before I got interrupted by my sister, I'm currently studying childcare, but yeah, it's going really good. As I said, I've got my third assignment now, this week. Actually it's on, it needs to be in by Valentine's Day, so yeah. But anyways, the next question is my favourite pasta dish. So my favourite pasta dish at the moment is probably spaghetti carbonara. I actually made it tonight and it was really, really, really nice. So I think that's one of my favourites at the moment. And another pasta dish as well I enjoy is chicken and mushroom pasta bake. That's another one I really enjoy. So yeah. So the next question is, if I won the lottery, what would you do with it? Now this is a really good question. First things first, I would like to buy my car. And then the second thing I'd do is help my mum with her bills and stuff around the house. And the third thing I do is donate some to the charity. I don't know like what charity, probably like a children's charity, if they're struggling. Another thing I do is just help people really. Like I wouldn't like want to spend it all, but that's just my personal preference, to be honest. My favourite Shrek quote. Oh, here we go. I absolutely love Shrek, and one of my favourite quotes is what Shrek actually says is, "That'll do, donkey." It just gets me going all the time. It just makes me laugh, and Donkey's just brilliant. I love him. He's so funny. So yeah, so that's my favourite quote from Shrek is, "That'll do, donkey." Brilliant. And one of the boys I know has asked me this. Opinion on his best mate. So yeah, so his best mate is obviously called Dylan. So shout out to Dylan if you're watching this. So yeah, so basically he's asked me his opinion. So yeah, right, okay, so he seems a lovely guy. He's taken and I'm happy for him. His best mate just picks on his hairline all the time and I just cannot understand this. So if you're watching this, please give me a message of what the hell you're on about, because I'm just completely confused. But yeah, he seems lovely. They're both always like just giving me YouTube videos, which I'm highly grateful of, so thank you guys. But yeah, you two is just like funny. It's brilliant at times. Like your Snapchat stories, I'm hysterical on like my down days of you two. So don't change. I'm pretty sure I got another question as well. Oh, I think I've done them all. Christ, this didn't come to my head. I can't even remember what I've done. Yes, that's basically all my questions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what other videos I can do. I know I'll be doing some with my mum soon. I think it's going to be like a control my life kind of day type thing. But I'm struggling at the moment with lockdown. Can't really go anywhere. It's just taking the absolute mick now, where you just can't do anything and I just feel controlled. But it's life at the moment. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to finish off my glass of gin now and finish finish the first half of my assignment, and then yeah, so that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos from me. Bye.